So who is this guy called John Pattison? So who is he? Well, with me, I'm relaxed, I'm calm, I'm task focused, I'm reasonably big picture, but I also like to have discussions and ask questions about the details. And also I'm someone who is particularly kinesthetic, so I suppose with me, based upon how I speak is how I feel. So I suppose my self-esteem is highly linked with my capacity to speak clearly. All about getting into character. So when I am in character, when I'm speaking reasonably clearly, it has positive reinforcing cycles. It's groovy, lots of fun. Whereas when my stutter is there and it's kind of restricting or constraining me, talking is a bad thing because it takes energy from me, it robs me. I don't like being constrained or restricted. I like being me. I like interacting in a way which is free and full of fun. I like to embrace my kinesthetic nature. So I'm someone who has a stutter, and when my voice has more airflow, so when I talk and have lots of solid airflow as I speak, this is very rock solid. So as I speak with lots of airflow, the air massages my vocal apparatus so that it calms it down. So that kind of is a way to ensure that I am able to speak clearly and in a way which is reasonably clear, reasonably calm in times of reasonably high intensity. Because the thing is, in a crisis, that's probably the most important time to be able to speak very clearly to be understood, or alternatively one just goes to the computer and gets typing. But I'm saying you need to be able to communicate quickly and clearly in a crisis, and if I'm just gibbering because I'm so constrained by the intensity of the experience running through me, which I suppose cripples and hijacks my vocal apparatus, I feel as though then I'm no good. So obviously being able to detach in a crisis is important, being able to step back and to care more through caring less, because the crisis does not interfere with one's capacity to process information, because the brain isn't hijacked. I suppose the emotion doesn't hijack the brain in the intense experience. I feel as though who am I? So who am I? Who is this guy called John Pattison? Well, he's calm, he's relaxed, he's reasonably task focused, has some idea about results, but pretty much a task focused guy who's kinesthetic and who has a big picture approach but loves to talk about the details, actually more ask questions on them as a way to improve my big picture knowledge. So I'm saying I know very little about things in their detail, which is why I ask these questions. I suppose having an analytical brain does work, and I feel as though right now I am in massive need of some new hypnotic upgrades, because I had some 10 years ago and they're becoming a bit, I suppose, out of date. So I suppose I need to get back to more who I truly am by having these updates, these hypnotic updates, try work to transform me to be more me. I like the idea of self, the idea of I am, of who am I, and of trying to get towards being me more by having the hypnotic upgrades there to ensure that I am the effective self I'm supposed to be. Groovy. Okay, so it's a bit about me, and I'm also someone who is very laid back, relaxed, not into reputation. So I'm saying I'm very happy to have people know all about me. That is both my good and bad points, and in a way, when my bad points are known, it's good for me, because, or even when information about me which is negative is known, is good for me, because for some reason it works to help my brain work better in the future. So I suppose this here may appear to be a reasonably unusual idea, but I think it's true. I just suppose obviously there is a principle of karma, but also I feel that there's some sort of principle, I suppose, of sharing that info, because if people get two-stage managed, and people get two-stage managed, I suppose everything is all image and show and fake, it becomes a real fight to try to keep out all of those things which try very hard to break in. And with me, when I embrace and share my weaknesses, things do flow better in the natural, unstaged way in the future, because I may have earned more. I don't know what I'm saying. My message is, I suppose, politicians, don't do what I'm saying, but I'm saying for people who aren't politicians, I feel as though then, by being free and sharing your weaknesses is a good thing, because it enables more of the real you to shine through maybe God's intervention or whatever. I'm saying I'm not quite sure of the precise mechanism with, I suppose, is the spiritual board allowing it or what, but I'm saying with me, I'm very happy to share my weaknesses, because I'm someone who has strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, and I feel like that, to me, by sharing times whereby I fuck up or have fucked up is not a threat to me or anyone. So I feel as though I am into sharing about me. I'm into having fun, and I suppose this is more about me. This is more about the raw, the rough, the ready, the real me, as opposed to something which may be artificial because it could be just so stage managed. My next post will be on Inception. Let's do it now.